Hey guys, Anthony for Before Adventures. We're just going to quickly show you the Kaon, the most simple Kaon flush flat Maxtrax mounts. They're really simple. They're going to be the cheapest ones, depending whether you want to leave them on the vehicle, what your roof clearance is, and how often you use them, whether these are the ones for you. Kaon have got a few options, so check out their website if you're interested in having a look at that. I'm just trying to help out. This is our first set. So obviously you need the Kaon mounting system, which is, in this case, that's that one right there. But you also need the Maxtrax mounting pin set, which are these components here. Now, for the Kaon, you need a 5mm Allen key. It's pretty straightforward. These slot down. You got to select the right one, obviously. We've got the Rhino, not the Rhino, we haven't got the Rhino, but these are compatible for all of them. What comes different is sometimes of these little nut things. So it's really simple. You just slide those into the tracks of your roof rack, use the bolts and washers to select the holes depending on what configuration you want. The instructions are on the back here that say the centers are 270. That's all pre-done for you by using this mounting system, and obviously 890mm apart. This is all just sitting here loosely, but the main thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go and sit these on the roof and check what my clearance is like to see if this is going to work for me to leave on there or not. And if it's not, it's really simply a matter of undoing these 4 bolts and taking the whole bracket off the roof rack when I'm not using it. So it's not too bad. When it's on there, I've got the most flush, lowest mounting system. But if it doesn't fit through the garages and stuff where I need to fit the vehicle, then when we're not on trips, take out the 4 bolts. Happy days. Just thought I'd make a quick video, show you that. So I'm not sure if this part's going to help you, but for our vehicle, with the highest Dobinson springs in the rear, the C59329s, which is the highest spring you need in the back of a Prado, on the 120 Prado. And now all results are going to vary depending what load you've got in the back of the vehicle. But on our standard garage, and every garage is going to be a little bit different, but with this amount of weight, fuel tanks are full. This is the sort of clearance we've got. Just to give you an idea, I don't know if that helps, across the top of the tyre to the chassis on a standard size tyre. These pins fit through our garage with, I think around, it was, I didn't measure it exactly, but at least about 20mm of clearance. Safe to say, these pins, you need about 100mm extra clearance, and we've got it in our standard garage with a 2-inch lift, so happy days. But what I wanted to show you also was, if you remember on the paperwork, it says 890mm spacings on the length of the Maxtrax. So if you follow the directions here, see it says roller and Yakima. So I've lined those slots up, this one and this one, because the little nuts drop in here, they slide down there. So if you wanted to mount your Maxtrax side to side, this bracket certainly works. It seems to me on a standard garage with a 2-inch lift, it'll still fit through the garage. That isn't going to be the same for everyone. As I said, if you want to remove them, it's just a matter of undoing those 4 bolts. You leave those on the plate, right? So it's really easy to remove even if you don't have the folding ones. It's not a big deal. But you can buy the folding Kaon Maxtrax mounts as well to make it easier. They just fold down out of the way. So the point is, you can certainly see I've got that tape measure there pretty well. Might be hard to demonstrate, but to the center, right, to show you the 890, where am I? What am I doing? Miles off, actually. No, I didn't get that right, did I? It's more like 880. Anyway, so maybe it won't work. No. Well, these slots are adjustable, so you would need to push it out to approximately, so I haven't done it yet. So watch for the next video when we actually do it, and I'll purposely fit up. It's pretty close to 890. Maybe this one needs to get pushed out a little also, okay? See the slots there? We can certainly take the bracket this way, okay? And then the tape measure would need to come out. I needed to turn this out either way, but it's in the way. But I'm just going to estimate for now and put that around about where the center would be. That's around about on the center, to show you enough information. And see the 890? Do you think that's a coincidence that that's where that center is? Okay, I believe from the measurements I see here, I haven't got the bolts in yet, I haven't got Maxtrax on the roof yet, I haven't done it yet, but by the measurement, I'm confident to get some Maxtrax and bolt these down, and I believe that will work if you wanted to have them mounted side to side, because some people want to do that, whether it's at the front or the rear, have them mounted flat side to side. The other way people are going to want to do it is in lengthways with the vehicle. Now, to be quite honest, I'm not the expert on this. I'm just trying to share some information and help you. I don't believe it would matter whether you mounted the brackets this way, right, or this way. This might look better, but as long as you end up with the same result, okay, and that is that your centers from those pins where the tape measure is to 890. How about that racket, eh? Well, the hoons are out today. Okay, 890, right? This is perfectly adjustable. You slide it up and down in this slot here, right? It's really easy to do. You just put your little nuts in there, slide them up, bada bing, and your bolts go through, get that little 5mm Allen key, and bolt them in place, and then these are ready to mount your Maxtrax. And it's as simple as that. Very simple design. There is other, a little bit less simple, perhaps might suit you better, but I think this will do for our vehicle. If we've got enough clearance, we'll leave them on there. If they cause any problems, as I said, I'll say it one more time, simply remove the 4 bolts, put them back on again when you're going to use them on the trip. Bada bing, thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. Hopefully that helps you. Catch up. Okay, so we went the next level and checked the 150. It's got the 327 springs, the medium, similar load except lighter in the rear, very empty at the moment. And you'd think it sits high, but there's still at least 30mm clearance from the standard garage doors. 2 doors I went through, one panel door, one roller door on a standard garage, and I'd estimate 30mm. Not even that close that I'd bother measuring it. Obviously every garage is different. Just providing the information on these ones based on some averages, and I thought I'd quickly show you how easy it is. So these little flat plates drop in there, and you can bring your Maxtrax. It's all just loosely fitting at the moment. Most people do these sorts of videos. One person's on the camera and the other one's on the tools. And when you're trying to do your mouth to talk, see, I can't even get the thing started, it would seem, right? So put it in the right spot in the first place. Really easy this is, you know, because of course I just did 3 of them, and an absolute piece of cake when you get it in the hole, right? Everybody knows how to get a screw starter, right? There it is, right? So they're just loosely fitted. Now, with mine, what I'm going to do, I've set the front one up as far as possible to the front. You can see that there. And what that's done at the front, it's just allowed, I'm just a bit fussy, extra support, and it allowed me to square it up, see, because I've got that edge there. And not that this matters, but this is what I'm doing at the front, because the front's the wind where it hits it. The front's the lowest, so that's where I want it. And the front, put all the weight to the front, because generally all your weight's going on your rear spring. So on your roof rack, I like to get the weight further to the front, because it's not like it's going to lower the front anymore. It's just putting the weight between the 2 axles, spreading the load a bit where possible. So at the front, this is the setup I've got with them overlapping like that, and then tighten those up. But in this case, I'm going to slide it down and measure the 890 from these uprights to the ones at the front, and that should be ready to drop the Maxtrax on, and that'll be another video. So keep watching, subscribe, turn the bell on. I hope that helps. Check out your own garage measurements, but you need about 100mm. These are the flush mounts. Like I said, you want to take it off. It's as simple as that. Undo those 4 bolts, bada bing. When your Maxtrax are on there, you turn these sideways. You can put a lock in there so then they can't be stolen, and while the Maxtrax cover these bolts, obviously they can't be undone either. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch ya.